I heard lick. And everybody
I'm
else
gonna
heard
lick
lick?
that button.
Chris.
Hey, it's sometimes you gotta lick the record button to start going. Speaking of that, hello, viewers upon the interwebs. We're recording this, not streaming it, so it's a little weird for me because I'm used to having an audience that I can actively insult. But just know that in my heart, I'm thinking it. Anyway, we're here to do a Skin City demo. We're going to record it so you all can see how fantastic this game is, so you can back it on Kickstarter when it launches on October 1st.
Woo!
I would drop the link in chat, but once again, we're recording, not streaming. So check
And,
the
and
show notes
we're all
underneath.
cosplaying too because we're all skeletons in meat suits.
We are, yeah. That is a low effort cosplay. We are going to turn the cosplay industry on its head. You just need to show up and say, hey, I'm playing my character from Skin City.
Mm-hmm.
And then someone's going to try and do enough damage to overcome your flesh points to see if your flesh suit explodes.
But if you do transform like a Sailor Moon character into your skeletal self, I'll be impressed.
Very impressed.
Please tag us in it.
Yeah, absolutely. We would love to see that. Regardless of legal implications that I'm sure Adam is thinking about right now.
I am.
It's fine.
That's Adam's job, though. He thinks about legal implications while the rest of us think about bursting into our skeletal selves.
That is true.
There's a skeleton inside all of us. So
there is a skeleton inside of all of us, and it really wants to get out. All right.
Spooky.
We're going to do character creation first, and then once we have our characters, we are going to get into a little adventure, and we'll get to the name of that adventure at that point. I don't want to give anything away. So, players, in Foundry, above the dice rolling section, you'll want to go to the little icon that looks like a book. It's called Journal.
Okay.
You'll click on that bad boy. And there should be a folder that says Skin City Rules. You'll go ahead and click on that.
It totally rules.
It does rule. And then you'll click on the document that says character creation. We're going to go through character creation. It is a pretty simple thing to do. So first things first, we are going to roll luck. Each of you will roll a d4 to see what your current luck score is. In Foundry, underneath the dice rolling boxes, there are all of the little dice icons.
Yes.
You click on one of those and then click roll. It'll roll that d4 for you.
It says I'm Nick.
You may have Nick's icon or token selected.
Oh. I do.
If you have someone else's token selected and you roll, it will roll as their name.
Ooh, and all the little dice are also at the bottom of the chat blurb.
They
Well,
are.
Nick, you now have a luck of 4.
It's not bad.
Okay, I'll take it.
The best you can get.
Oh, you're rolling D4s or D6? Sorry, I was just
D4.
clicking dice.
No, it's
D4.
fine. D4.
Oh, I have a 4. Awesome.
Y'all are doing good.
I got a 2.
That's okay.
Yeah, I got a 2.
All right, and I've already closed the character creation document. You would think I'd have this memorized, but if I go out of memory, I'm just going to give you the character creation rules for Teenage Odyssey, and they are slightly different.
For your attributes, there's a pencil in the upper right that you can click on in order to.
You're absolutely right.
edit
Thank
that.
you, Adam. Yeah.
I was trying to figure out where that button was. Thank you.
Yeah. When you hover over the text section on your character sheet, like Adam said, up top right, little pencil icon, click on that, and then you can begin updating things.
And then FP or flesh points.
Flesh points is a 6. You start with a 6 for flesh points.
Oh, nice.
Do you want to roll it?
You don't roll flesh points. You always start with a 6.
All right.
All right.
And
next. What's that?
I was going to say, jumping right in.
Yeah. Next up, we're going to roll your stats. And this is a play where they lay system. So you're going to roll 3d6 and assign it to strength. And if you click on the d6 icon 3 times, it'll queue up 3d6. So you don't have to do math, because math is dumb.
Heck yes.
Oh my god, this is gonna be fun.
It's going to be great.
Yeah.
I don't like that one.
All right.
I'm-
Once you
It's like-
have, oh, that's a 5. Ouch. It's
Yeah,
fine.
that's what I got for my strength.
Yeah. All right. After you've got your strength recorded, you'll roll another 3d6 and record that for your smarts. See how smart you are as a skeleton. Probably without any brain meat inside your skull. Not bad stats. Doing better. After you got your smarts rolled, you're going to do the same thing for agile. And then finally again for convince. And
Yeah, I saw that one.
ooh,
I was just thinking, man, I'm rolling pretty decently high, and then I get that, and I'm
Mhm.
like, there's the average.
I
Yep.
had one good average, 2 high rolls, and I'm a dumb skeleton. I'm very dumb.
That's okay. It's fine to be a dumb skeleton. All right. So after you've got all 4 stats, we're going to figure out what your, and we need to change it because I did call them humans, and then I called them fleshies. Now we're currently looking at calling them skinners because they have skin. And that way you can always ask the question, who's Leonard?
Or I could ask, give me the skinny on them.
Or you could, yeah, absolutely. But anyway, you're going to take a look at your agile stat and your convince stats. And let me open that up so that the viewers can see the table I'm talking about. It is very table-y. So yeah, you'll do a cross-examination. So Nick, what's your agile stat?
My agile stat is 10.
And your convince?
Vince is 6.
10 and 6. That means your Skinner cover story is going to be a 5.
Same here.
Nice. If you click on the journal section again, Skin City Rules, there's another document that says fleshy cover story. You'll just go to number 5. Number 5 is chef. You've practiced long and hard at arranging the meaty parts of animals in visually pleasing arrays so that the skinners will be enticed to consume them. Really, the arranging part is easy. It's luring animals into a false sense of security so you can bash them over the head. That's the tricky part. So your ability, trained in the art of fleshy food preparation, you gain advantage on convince tests to charm small animals. And for gear, you get a tasting spoon, a bashing club, and a pet care book.
Nice.
All right. Mike, what was yours?
Oh, my agile was a 13,
13. Good.
and my convince was a 6.
6. That is an 8. And an 8 is a community theater actor. Skinners whose career is pretending to be other skinners are known as actors. They have a seemingly unnatural talent at pretending to be other skinners and can even change their appearance to a degree. This is a vital skill for any skeleton traveling in Skin City. Your ability is that your attempts at impersonation allow you to roll convince tests at an advantage while pretending to be another Skinner. You get a stage makeup kit, a stack of flyers for an upcoming performance, and a prop revolver, which counts as a melee one-handed weapon. Tag, how'd you end up?
I had a 15 in agile and 10 in convince,
15 and 10.
which is a number 6.
That is a number 6, which is a chiropractor.
Mm-hmm.
The chiropractor is a barbaric occupation of the Skinners. The chiropractor's job is to punish the skeletons inside of Skinners for the perceived communal sins of all skeletons. Sadly, the Skinners don't understand that the skeletons inside their bodies are not awakened and they are only injuring themselves. Your ability is that you can break your own bones for 1 damage to your flesh points. Once this is done, your broken bones poke out of your skin, and you can use this as a D8 melee weapon.
Nice.
You get a basic human anatomy book and a rubber mallet, which counts as a D6 melee weapon. Adam,
I'm a chef.
you're a chef. Oh, that's right. You got the same thing. So here's a question, Adam. I think we should make you something other than a chef
Okay.
because Nick's already a chef. So high or low?
Low.
Low, you're now a boxer.
Sweet.
You, like the great Skinner boxer Stoney, you are an expert at the art of boxing. You have practiced long and hard at enclosing people, places, and things in cardboard boxes. If you keep practicing, you may be able to receive the coveted Skinner prize, the boxing ring.
Ooh,
Your
I
ability.
want that ring.
Yeah, you get the advantage on tests to box anything, anytime, no matter the size. You also get a stack of empty boxes, a tape dispenser, and a box cutter, which counts as a D6 melee weapon.
Sweet. I'm a boxer.
You're a boxer. Okay, so that's your fleshy bits. Now let's find out what your skeletal occupation is. On the character creation, you'll go to the second table, and we're going to be comparing your strength stats to your smart stats. I'm sure you all know how to read a table, so I will let you each tell me what your skeletal occupation, flavor text, ability. I don't think you get gears for that. Yeah, you don't get gear for that. It would be really hard as a skeleton to hide that gear. I guess you could. You could hide it in like your chest cavity.
Cranium.
Yeah. There's some skeletal professions that do have that ability. Anyway, Nick, what's your skelly boy profession or occupation?
My occupation is a bone grafter. You are a natural healer in the skeleton legion. You just need to borrow a few parts, and your patient good as new. My ability is you can borrow the bones of others to heal yourself or your fellow skellies. Heal D4 strength from every corpse, living body, or skeleton consumed.
Very nice. That's a rare ability. Healing is not easy to do in this game.
Nice.
All right. Mike, what do you got, man?
All right, so how do I figure this out again?
So you're going to go to the table for your skeletal occupation. We're going to cross
Got skeleton abilities.
Yeah,
right.
Strength and smarts. What's your strength score?
Strength, let me get back to that, is a 9.
All right.
And smarts is 13.
So 9 and 13. That is a 20 on the skeletal occupation table, which means you are a Pied Piper.
Ooh.
Rat control is an important task for skeletons. Rats love to cut their teeth on bones. There's nothing worse than having a partially chewed through tibia. To handle rat control humanely is the job of the Pied Piper. Your thigh bone flute is perfect for luring away hordes of rats or other small pets/food. Your ability, your thigh is hollow, and can be used as a flute to control a number of creatures equal to your convince stats that are smaller than a medium-sized dog or a large goose.
All right.
Yeah. Tag, what do you got, man?
Sorry, I was looking for I have the number. I'm just
What's the
looking for
number?
the skeletal covers or the skeletal occupation and which section it's in.
So
Skeletal abilities.
Yeah, same place you found character creation.
Oh, it's skeletal abilities. Okay, then my skeletal ability is my strength was a 15. My smarts was a 5. That puts me as a flaccid frame.
Oh.
Science has many results, and I am one of those results. After being soaked in a vat of store-brand cola for a few weeks, I come out all wibbly-wobbly. You can use this ability as my advantage, though it's awfully hard to hurt something that just bounces on impact. And my ability is my soft, rubbery bones grant me 2 damage resistance And I bounce if I fall or jump from a height of 10 feet or more.
Very cool. So you have a little box on your character sheet for damage resistance. Make sure you add a 2 there.
Cool.
All right. Adam,
Yes.
what'd you end up with?
I wound up with the portable mirror.
Oh, I like that.
Some skeletons love looking at themselves in the mirror. The problem is that without pockets, there's no way to tote a mirror around. That's where you come in. A portable mirror. You've had 2 mirrors inserted into your eye sockets so that any skeleton can walk up to you and see themselves. You do need to be careful, though. Breaking a mirror is bad luck. So my ability is that my eye sockets have some very nice mirrors inserted in them. You can shatter one of these mirrors and sacrifice as much of your luck as you want. For each point of luck sacrificed, you deal 1d6 damage to a creature you're looking at.
You got 2 shots, but you can do a lot of damage.
Take
If
that, Eminem.
we get your luck up. Yeah. You only got 2 shots. I don't know how the song goes. It's fine. Everything's fine. So, you're our skeletons. You are in Skin City on a mission from the great Vertabris Major. There's a lot of mysteries that the Skinners have brought up watching their old broadcasts that this shit needs to get solved. And today's mystery is an ancient question that the Brainiacs in Vertabris Major's forces have been unable to solve. And that question is, who is the boss? With this, and I want to jump you all over to another scene.
Ah,
Does everyone have character names?
Yes.
Well, let's give me a moment here. And let's take a look at these character names. We will meet them. Tag, it looks like your character is named Tag. Yeah. So, Nick, what's your skeleton's name?
Bonaparte.
Bonaparte's a good name. Mike?
Let's see. So I kind of want to do a pun, but
How about X Raymond?
my character's name is Pinky.
Pinky. There you go. It's a bone. Tag.
well, I'm going to go with Gertrude.
Gertrude's a great skeleton name.
Uh-huh.
And Hugh.
Last name Mon, first name Hugh.
Very good. So, in your quest to discover who is the boss, now you should be looking at a black screen. If you all scroll around, kind of towards the upper left for you, you're going to see a text there that says, who is the boss? Let me know when you all find that, because I made this table ridiculously large for the small amount of stuff that I have to show.
See it.
I see it.
I see it.
And
I see it.
Very good. And discover who is the boss. Well, you're getting sent to a museum. But just not any museum, my friends. You are getting sent to the Museum of Sitcom History. And you are set up with a state-of-the-art flyer that was discovered by another skeletal operative that contains a map to the museum. Your job, as you stand in the lobby of the Museum of Sitcom History, is to find the answer to the question, who is the boss? You stand in a lobby. It is a marble floor, glass walls behind you letting in natural light. You can see that there is a oval desk completely enclosing a single skin woman. She looks mildly agitated from what you can tell. As you kind of take in your surroundings, in the back of the lobby, say kind of over there, you see that there is one of the smaller Skinners under duress, screaming, crying, as an older one seems to be trying to shove something in their mouth. You're not sure what's going on. Could be a possible murder attempt. Could be some strange ritual you're not familiar with. As you look to your left, you can see a hallway with a little sign hanging from the ceiling of the hallway that says calf. Cafe. You're not sure. There's a weird little line above the E. On the right side, you can hear the sounds of battle, screaming, loud noises. A little farther on the right wall, there is a very calm looking room, lots of stuff in it, with gentle music playing. And finally, behind the circular desk is a large doorway, which hangs the sign, entrance.
So this woman at the information desk, does she appear to be barring our way forward through the dungeon?
You've just stepped inside, but she is sitting at the desk, and she is every now and then taking little glances your direction.
Okay. I will move towards the left because there's a hallway I can kind of get out of her view. It's
Sure.
like I don't want her to look at my disguise too long.
Okay.
Because I'm wearing a very tall chef's hat. And I'm fearing that I may be looking a little out of place.
Sure.
Mhm.
Absolutely. So I'll tell you what. Why don't we go ahead and do our first roll for the night? Since you're trying to appear nonchalant, why don't you go ahead and we're going to do a convince test. So you will roll a d20 and you want to hit at or under your convinced score.
All right. So my convinced score is a 6 and I rolled a 9.
You succeed. You manage to kind of carefully move and you feel very confident that she is unaware of your current location and possibly looking back towards the small Skinner that is screaming that a larger one is still trying to shove something in their face, and you're not entirely sure what's going on there.
I just walk up to the information desk.
Okay. Hello. If you want to go through the museum, it's $5 a head.
Do I have money on me? Were we prepared for that in our mission? Did they hand us the paper currency that the Skinners use?
Give me a luck test.
Mm.
You're going to roll a d6 and hit at or under your luck score.
I'm not just adding multiple d6. There we go. I'm under it.
Yeah, you've got some money on you. Go ahead and roll me a d10.
I have 8.
You have 8 monies on you.
8 monies on me. Okay. I'm going to, because I'm not really sure the currency exchange rate, and she's asking for 5. I assume it's a 5 and 3 ones. I'm going to look at what I have in my hands and go, I don't believe I have enough. I only have 4 of the paper things.
She kind of looks up, kind of looks at you a little weird, reaches up and takes 1 of the monies out of your hand.
I look at her. I look down at my hand, which now has fewer monies.
You and your friend can enter.
Ah, wonderful. I look around and see which of you might volunteer for this.
I'm already at the desk, so I say thank you.
I nod and I walk around the opposite side of the screaming one that apparently is being smothered. But I'm going to pause at the entrance, like right there, and just sort of hunch down, like you see, just like where I sit back on my heels, basically,
Sure.
with my lab coat on, my doctor's coat. I'm going to look at them trying to smother the child and just study it a moment before going in.
Okay. Yeah, give me a smarts test there.
D20 under my smarts?
That is it exactly.
A fail. I am well over it.
if
Oh, I roll with advantage on smarts.
Oh.
Wait, nope, sorry. Nope, wrong one. I misread it. Never mind.
Okay. Yeah, so you're looking the small one is leaking fluids out of its face, and you're not entirely sure. Out of its nostrils is this thick yellowish goop that's kind of spreading all over. And as the larger one continues to try and shove this object into her mouth, every now and then this dark green lumpy substance gets spit out of its mouth. As you watch, you can see that the larger one takes this thing in their hand and dips it into a small container and then tries to shove it into their mouth again.
I believe I am what they refer to as medical professional, Hugh. I should assist. I have an oath to uphold. Pardon me, fellow
What?
person.
Hello?
I'm a doctor. Please allow me. Your smaller one has sprung a leak. I see you are not using your appendages appropriately. Never mind. And I'm going to attempt to put my 2 forefingers into the nostrils of the child to plug the leak.
You do. You've plugged the leak. Good temporary solution. Not sure if it's a good long-term solution.
This is how you fix the leak. And no exchange of papers will be needed. This is a courtesy because of my oath to help other people. Now you try. And I'm going to gesture at them.
The larger one looks at you very perplexed. And
now you've got it. Rub-a-dub.
Should I cover their mouth as well?
No. I hear that's bad for their respiratory systems.
Oh, okay.
Keep it up. And then I'm just going to walk in.
Thank you, doctor.
Doctor. I shake his hand and I enter.
So at the information desk, again, I will say, hello.
You're already paid for. You can go ahead and just go in.
And I pick up the placard that says information desk. I'm seeking information.
What can I help you with?
Here. As I hand it back to her.
She takes it and then just puts it right back where it was. Well?
I am interested in who is the boss. Who's the boss?
That would be in the 80s section. Go on through, take the first left, follow the path.
You don't know who the boss is? So you have to go there?
You have to go there.
Okay. Thank you.
Goodbye.
Oh, goodbye. And after a moment, I leave.
Okay.
And I walk towards Jason, what's your character name?
Gertrude.
All right. So Mike, Nick, you're hiding.
Bonaparte is going to continue down the hallway and enter the calf.
You find yourself in the calf. There are strange smells, warm smells. It causes a strange kind of stirring inside of your meat suit. But as you take it in, the room is full of tables. It's pretty empty. You can see a person standing behind a counter. Looks like they are pouring beverages into glasses. And as you see it, one of the tables in the back, there are 2 Skinners that appear to be trying to eat each other's faces.
Okay. I'm going to go over to the beverage area.
Yeah, you walk up to the counter. Just take a seat, hon. I'll get to you when I can.
Okay, and I will pick up a beverage and turn around.
Just take a drink off the tray that she was preparing. Turn around. What do you do once you turn around?
I'm going to leave the cafe.
You hear in the background as you're walking away, what the hell? God damn it. So you find yourself back in the lobby now with a beverage.
I'll continue on past the information area.
Sir, I'm sorry, that's the waitress. Sir, you can't take drinks in there, and you got to pay first.
It's for the boss.
What boss? Is he back there?
Yeah, he's back there.
Give me a convince test.
Okay. And that's a D20 again.
D20, add or under your convince score.
Okay. And I rolled a 12. And my convince is a 6.
Yeah, I don't think so. He's the biggest stickler on no drinks or food in the museum. Leave that here and you can head on in.
Okay. And I will give it to her.
She takes it, looks confused, sets it on the desk next to her. The hell?
And then I
Damn
move
new
on.
guys. Mike, what are you going to do, man?
I'm going to walk up to the information desk
Yeah.
with my flyers in hand.
Yeah.
And I'm going to say, good day to you, madam. I am Pinky, and I hear you have a theater here, and I have come to audition.
It's not that are you one of you're not auditioning for the theater. You're auditioning for one of the experience enhancers.
Sure. Here, see my previous works as I stumble a bunch of flyers in their face.
Oh, I saw this one. This was weird. The part with the horse I could have done without. Wizards shouldn't be in plays like that. But they're going to need you in sitcoms of the 2030s. Head back there, talk to Speedy Claxton, and he'll get you in costume.
All right. Thank you very much.
Goodbye.
And then I walk.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. Exit stage right.
Exit stage right. So the party has all successfully made it past the first hurdle, the information desk. And I'll tell you what, as a sign of good faith, I will give you each luck point for doing this.
Woo.
Your maximum luck score is a number. Is it 5? I think it's 5. We're going to say it's 5 for tonight.
It's 5.
That's what it shows on mine.
Oh, good. Okay.
I will, as the group makes it through, we should high five.
So Hugh will hold his hands back. Hold his hand back, like getting ready for that.
I will pose for it as well and slightly jump when we do. I have seen humans do this in their television as a sign of success. It would be odd if we did not.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah. And I just gesture it at the rest.
Ungangly, awkward-looking 80s movie in-screen high five that happens. Several other patrons of the museum kind of look at you a little weird, give you a wide berth. But yeah, you find yourselves in the origins of television. This section documents the history of television from stories around a campfire, plays, finally up to radio. And let me get my notes because I remember things not good. Radio, TV, 3D TV, virtual reality, neural injection, and alpha clax 2 sensory bombardment. Yeah. All of the Skinners. What?
Who would have been made leader of this expedition?
Instructions vague.
I have the biggest hat.
That is true.
It goes along
But
ways.
I believe I could establish dominance in a primitive fashion, which is a historical tradition for them.
That's a good idea.
We should wrestle.
Here?
I see no other point to not do it.
Opposing
Perhaps
strength
the information lady would like to record it down in her information logs.
But I don't see any other humans doing that. We want to blend in, right?
You two are not wearing rings. Much like boxing, you need rings.
Oh,
Wrestling
very
rings.
well. I suppose a hat is ring-shaped. The chef should take the lead.
Okay.
Bonaparte.
Yes.
The information person told me. The information Skinner told me that the boss is in the sitcoms of the 1970s and 80s.
And where's that? As I pull out the map and
Yeah. You can read a map well enough. Yeah. You take a left through sitcoms of the 40s, then through the 50s and 60s, you will find yourself in the 70s and 80s.
All right, let's head to see who this boss is.
Wait. I look around the room. Do the other Skinners appear to be gutting it through the exhibit? Or are they all like actively looking at the different things?
They're all actively looking at things. Yeah.
If we just simply move through with disregard for the other setup exhibits, it might alarm them or cause a commotion. We should feign interest in this television.
I will immediately look at one of the patrons and do almost exactly the same thing they do right next to them.
Convince test.
I would like to also do this because he's
Convince
undoubtedly
test.
picked a good specimen.
I enjoy this very much. Double twos. Holy
Yes!
shit sticks.
Success!
The
I
two
can-
of you walk up to an old man walking with a cane, moving from display to display, carefully reading it, and the two of you are miming him perfectly.
All I see is the walk this way, this way, this way.
You are, I mean, spot on. He like stops and he looks at you two, and you two in unison stop and kind of look the same way. He moves on. He starts reading the other one. A few minutes later, he kind of, can I help you too?
I turn and say that to Hugh. Can I help you too?
Can I help you too?
God damn it. They said the pills would stop this.
God damn it, they said the pills would stop this.
God damn it. They said Bill would stop this. As I didn't quite catch it all.
He shuffles down to the other side of you, Hugh. God damn it, they said Bill could top this.
I'm going to wander up to the next human and just repeat the line. God damn it, they said the pills would stop Bill.
Who's Bill?
I thought you knew. Oh, my mistake. I'm sorry. Do you need an adjustment?
What do you mean?
I am a chiropractor. And I gesture at my
Oh.
doctor's like name tag.
You know, my sciatica's been acting up. And there's like a bench in this area. And this Skinner just goes and lays down face down on this bench.
Wonderful. I'll take out my human anatomy book to look up where a sciatica is as I walk over to them.
Sure, you can find where a sciatica is, not a problem.
Wonderful, wonderful. Yes, I see I'm to, and I'll just I put my foot on their buttock and just aggressively pull at their leg until I hear a pop.
Okay. Give me a strength test.
You betcha. Fail. By 2.
Give me a D4 roll.
2.
You put your foot on their buttock, you grab them at the upper, like on their shoulders, and you pull and you wrench, and you hear a pop, a little slurp. Their legs kick around for a second as they begin screaming in pain, roll off the table, My legs! I can't feel my legs! Ah!
That's a common reaction. Your sciatica will feel better in the morning. Fare thee well, fellow human.
As other skinners, other humans are rushing to this person to help.
I will walk into sitcoms of the 1940s.
Yes.
I will follow.
I will scuttle and try to be not make a scene as my companion has.
Yeah. Mike, you following?
Yeah, I'm exiting stage left.
Okay. Yeah, as you all move in, you can see the biggest thing that they show off in sitcoms of the 40s is a show listed as Mary Kay and Johnny. All sorts of information about the show here and there. But you see that the pathway to the 50s and 60s is blocked. Well, no, it's unblocked. No, it's blocked again. As there's two beds, one of the human sleeping locations, and they are sliding towards each other. Lights go out on the little tables next to it. They slide away from each other. The lights come back on. Slide towards each other. Just back and forth, back and forth. This is a strange obstacle you will have to overcome to make it into the next area. For those of you who aren't aware, Mary Kay and Johnny was the first show that showed two people pushing their beds together, two married adults, as they went to bed.
I knew that.
I knew you did.
I knew it.
This is one of those. I've seen this before in the broadcast. It's one of those humans put these in their dungeons. It's a puzzle. You gotta watch the timing and move right at the right moment, right as they start to come apart again. That'll give you the most time to get through. Just watch me as I prep myself to get through the obstacle.
Oh, I'm excited. Give me an agile test.
All right. All right, my agility is 10, so that's a success.
You wait for the beds to separate. You dive through. You do a forward rolling somersault. You spring up, and you find yourself landing in the section for the 1950s and 60s. Who's following up with that?
I'm a bit perplexed by the instructions. I don't wish to go next. I'm gonna look at
I'll
the others.
tumble.
Yeah, agile test.
I mean, yeah, tumbling is something an actor would be able to do, obviously.
Yeah.
So, I will make a D20. Oh, well, I have a 13 and that was a 16, so it's a fail.
Now, so everyone's aware. In Skin City, you can reduce your luck by 1 point for a reroll, but you don't have to. I just want to make sure people are aware. I'm not pressuring you to do this by any means. It's entirely up to you.
No, I want to fail. I want to see how this goes.
As you go to leap through, you are in mid-momentum of your tumble as these two beds close in on you, squishing you. And as they separate, your foot must be caught under some gear underneath as it drags you a few feet one direction and then pushes you back into the center where the beds squish you again. Go ahead and roll me a d6.
Four.
Dealing 4 damage to your flesh suit.
Oh god.
So Gertrude and Hugh, you can see this thing obviously is some kind of beast trying to consume Pinky.
Great
What do
Scott!
the two of you do?
The pills won't stop that.
No, this is a puzzle. Remember, he said it was a puzzle. If you look at the hieroglyphics, as I point to a television,
Yeah.
you'll see that they get in the beds. We must lay down in the beds.
I'll
So-
take
and
the
that
one
will
on the
stop it.
right.
I will go left.
As the two of you lay down in the beds close in again, giving Pinky one final squish. There's a sound of applause coming through speakers as the beds separate. Pinky, your foot is dislodged, but it is slightly mangled. You're able to get up, and you all can freely move through.
It worked.
I scramble off the bed before the trap resets, and
I claw my way, crawl through.
As
I move into the next room as well.
Okay. I'm going to roll 2 dice here.
Key.
Okay, that is a 1 and a 4. 1 equates to Nick. 4 equates to Adam. Mike, and if it comes up, you're a 2. Tag, you are a 3.
Ooh, perfect.
As Nick, you stand there as a woman. No color to her, completely grayed out. Kind of like some of the vampires you've met in the Waste before. Comes running up to you. She's wearing this frilly dress, not a drop of color to her. This large updo haircut. As she starts desperately crying at you. Wah! Ricky! Wah!
I will back away to avoid the vampire from attacking me.
Ooh, good move. You move away. And as you do, you look over and we see Hugh, what appears to be possibly another vampire, walks up to you. It's a rotund vampire, heavy set, wearing some kind of uniform, no color to him as well. As he walks up to you, he goes, pow! Right in the kisser. You're going to the moon.
Vampires! I yell out and I like take out a box and I just put it in a box.
Give me your agile test with advantage.
I got a 1.
You got a 1. Are you boxing one of them or 2 of them?
One of them.
As the one
Wait, no, both of them, because I said, yeah, I think they're vampires. So yes.
in a flurry of movement in brown cardboard and clear tape, all of a sudden there is a large box in front of you containing 2 vampires as they are flailing and yelling inside, like, what the hell? How did he have a box this big on him? Like, get us out of here. As you can hear banging on the inside of the box.
I have subdued the vampires momentarily.
Are there other humans in this room?
Yeah, some of the other patrons are looking at you 4 like, what in the shit?
I'm gonna go ahead.
No, I look at the other ones and I go, vampires.
I'm gonna look at Mike. What was your character's name? I can't.
Pinky.
Pinky. I'm gonna look at Pinky and be like, distract the humans. I will take care of the vampires. And I'm gonna pull out my rubber hammer. And when I feel like I'm not being observed, I'm going to then snap bones through my arm to make an improvised stake, and then prepare to hammer it into their chest.
I like it. So Pinky, it's up to you to give a distraction of some kind.
Yeah, so I will then be clutching my ruined leg and screaming, "Oh God! Oh God! The humidity! Oh God! It hurts so much!"
Give me a convince test.
All right, let's see how this goes. I rolled an 11. I have a 6 convince, so no. Do
you want to let that ride, or you want to use a luck to re-roll that?
Let's use a luck to
Sure.
re-roll.
Reduce your luck score by 1 and re-roll that bad boy. 2.
I succeed.
Nice.
As they look at your foot and they hear you yelling about the humidity, they all start looking up at the ceiling for some unknown reason, giving Gertrude the moment you need as you take 1 point of damage to your flesh suit, crack a bone, pull it out. You now have a hammer and a stake. Do you leap into the box to do the deed?
I do. I leap into the box to do the deed.
Yeah, I open it and then shut it immediately.
Give me a luck test here.
Okay. And that's inside my luck.
It is a few moments later, a few screams of agony as Gertrude comes crawling out of the box, sprayed in blood, a shard of bone, dripping fresh blood. You have successfully slain the vampires. It was one hell of a battle, but you did it. One hell of a battle, but strangely not as fierce as what you've been led to believe.
I believe their time here with the other Skinners has compromised those two undead fiends. But they will not compromise our mission. It has been dealt with. And I will tuck it into my chiropractor's doctor vest and then motion at Hugh and Bonaparte, since Pinky's still distracting the Skinners. Help me push this towards the corner inconspicuously.
Put it under those beds. They're just at the doorway.
Good choice.
You stuff the box with two corpses underneath the beds as they're just slowly being chewed up by the beds sliding together and apart. Eventually, the humans stop looking up at the ceiling at the calls of humidity. They look back to you, Pinky. It's not that bad in here, man. And they touch a little pad on their wrist. It's showing at 72 degrees with just 5% humidity right now.
I am very sensitive. It must just be me.
One of them.
I apologize.
Yeah. No, it's fine. One of them walks over and they have a large bag that was draped over their shoulder. And out of it, they pull a clear container that kind of crinkles when they grab it, that appears to be full of clear fluid. And they say, "Don't tell anyone I snuck this in. Here, this will help out."
I take it, and what do I do with it? Do I know what this is? This clear fluid is?
You believe that this is the thing that the humans like to consume, because one of their favorite pastimes is converting fluid into yellow fluid. And this is one of those fluids that they love to convert more than many of the other kinds of fluid.
Okay. Then I
you know it's something that you drink.
Okay. I then Oh, yeah.
You do. She gives you a very
Thank you.
She takes the bottle back. Thanks. And puts it in her purse and walks away. Now what, guys?
I grab Pinky and help them up. Good job.
I think she was pleased with how you accepted her gift wholeheartedly and left none to waste.
I say we press on before the vampires are discovered. They did not strangely deliquesce into dust, as is tradition. I believe they might be coming adapted to this climate.
Don't you know?
A new strain.
No. Bone is not made out of wood.
It's true. Maybe
they'll regenerate soon. We must hurry them.
That makes sense. Yes. Well, let's just press on. You said the sitcoms for the 70s and 80s. And I gesture at the sign.
Yes.
I warily approach the barrier between the two rooms, keeping an eye out for revolving mechanical traps, because one has been trapped already.
Yeah, absolutely. No, you move up and you do not see any signs of revolving mechanical traps. But what you do see is, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 separate kind of dioramas, environment set up in this room. You look immediately to the right, and it appears to be one of the human war zones, as there's gunfire in the distance, and you can see that people humans are hauling other humans between two sticks with some cloth into a green tent with a large red lowercase t on the front of it. You see another one that appears to be one of the entertainment establishments for the humans. And it has got this bar, much like what Bonaparte saw at the CAF. It's got a man standing behind it, a short woman with curly hair angrily stalking around the area, and two large men sitting at the end having a good laugh at something. On the right side, you see what looks to be a living quarter with several wrinkly, gray-haired humans wandering around, bickering amongst themselves. And finally, to the right, you see that there is another human domicile-looking area with a man wearing a red shirt with a strange machine that he's rolling over to the floor that ends in a handle that he's holding. And it's making a large mechanical whirring noise.
I'm gonna walk up to the closest person I see in this room and say, "Who is the boss?"
Give me a D4 roll.
Okay. Three.
All right, give me a second. Un momento. All right. It is you walk up to the one domicile area, and you can see that. Hang on a second. My notes are out of order. There is a older, fleshy, very wrinkly skin, large, you know what glasses are, large glasses in front of her face. And she says, "Well, I am, but if you ask that no good Dorothy, she would say it's her."
There's a power struggle? Interesting.
Just the only thing we can all agree on is that it's not Rose, because she's a ditz.
Okay. So between you and this one. So I gesture towards the other. Well, there can be only one boss. What will you do?
Well, I'm gonna
Fight to the death?
as they look at each other. Nah, we didn't retire for anything that physical. Are you looking for who's the boss?
Yes. As I overhear and I just say it
Yeah.
immediately.
She points to the man in the red shirt.
Ah, thank you.
I'm going
Women.
to enter the room
Yeah.
and kind of divide our tact here. I'm going to assume that if somebody's in charge, it's probably the militant leaders,
Oh, yeah.
assuming they have the most violent power. So I'm going to approach the men carrying the guy on the cloth strap and try and follow them into the tent as well when they go in.
Yeah.
I take my box cutter and take a note in one of the boxes that no one with the name of Rose should ever be in leadership.
It's important. Yeah, you head into the tent, and you can see in this tent there are tables laid out with humans on them, and each human has another human standing over them next to the table, all in white, with white masks covering the lower part of their face and white caps covering the top part of their face, and each one has a small knife, as it seems like they are actively cutting on the humans on these tables as the 3 people doing the cutting are telling jokes amongst each other.
Gosh, I'm just going to mutter it to myself. They must be trying to find out our weaknesses. I'll have to distract them. Hello, I'm here to speak to the boss.
One of the taller ones. He's not here right now. Last I saw, he hopped on a plane and was heading home.
Oh, do you know when he might be back? Is it like he'll be back in for his shift tomorrow?
No, he's out. He served his time.
No, well, who's his replacement if he's no longer the boss?
He hasn't been cast yet as the season that we're representing.
Oh, well, is it like do we cast for him with a net, or would a rod suffice?
With a net. This one's a real joker. As one of the other ones like, Pierce, get back to work. We are surgeons, not... Get back to work.
Well, he seems to be instructing you, so I assume he's your boss.
The one who said that, like, yeah, I'm the boss. He said so.
Wait, I said so, or Pierce said so?
You said so.
I said so. So it's whoever I ask becomes the boss.
As long as it goes with what I'm looking for, yeah.
Wonderful. One moment, I must confer. And I will exit the tent and try and find the others.
Okay. Pinky, we haven't heard from you yet.
Yeah, like, since I know the boss is in this room, I would try to see if I could figure out, because usually the skinners generally their leaders are ornamented, or they have some sort of like head dressing or something to denote them as being. So I'm gonna casually observe all of these to see if I can suss out who is the boss.
Yeah, at the section that looks like a bar, one of the 2 men sitting at the end of it, drinking what appears to be already pre-yellowed beverages. He is wearing a uniform, all blue, with a blue hat on. He is the most formally dressed Skinner out of all that you see here.
I will walk up to them and
Hey,
ask,
buddy, let me get you a drink.
Thank you.
Sam, get another round down here, +1.
You must be the boss around here with us how you order people.
That's right, buddy. I like where your head's at. As he slides you another beverage, this one in a cold glass with a yellow liquid inside. Yellowish, brownish. Bottoms up.
Yes. As I will just chug the whole thing.
Give me a strength test.
Okay. It's a 5. I have a 9, so I succeed.
You down the entire goddamn thing. One go, oh, this guy knows how to drink, buddy.
Yes. Yes, I am Pinky. Who are you?
Norm, and I'm blanking on the other guy's name. Someone help me out.
Norm was the main one I could think of on that one.
Yeah, everyone was like, Norm.
Yeah.
Was it Sam?
Well, Sam's the bartender.
Sam's the bartender, okay.
Sam alone.
Or is it Woody?
Cliff.
Cliff.
Well, buddy, I'm Cliff. And this is my buddy Norm. That's right. I am the boss. And don't let anyone else tell you different.
I accept.
Good.
You are the boss. This
you know
is
what?
very good.
I like that so much. Sam, another round. As another beer slides down for you.
Yes, this is cause for celebration.
You got one empty mug in one hand and a full mug in the other hand. Do you down that as well?
Oh, yeah, I do.
I'm not even going to make you roll. You did great last time. You down another one.
Yes.
Okay. So you've all worked on your investigation.
Well, Bonaparte is going to head over to the red-shirted person,
Yeah.
right? Or Skinner. I'm going to say, as soon as you get confirmation, I'll box them. Let's get them out.
Okay.
I
Bonaparte.
walk up to the
the man.
individual carrying in the red shirt,
Uh,
and I want to observe him for a moment to see what he's doing.
I'm
yeah.
gonna walk around to the other side to observe
Okay.
them.
Okay. Pincer maneuver and observation. He is running this loud machine around over the ground. He kicks some button on and it stops, and he turns to you, Bonaparte. Hey, how's it going? My name's Tony.
Tony, nice to meet you, Tony.
What you may have heard, I am in fact the boss, as it says.
Oh, this is great news. Thank you so much. I've been looking all over for you as I wink over to
As
you.
as you begin the boxing process, you hear another voice call out from somewhere in this area you weren't aware of. It's a woman's voice. No, I'm the boss. I pay your salary.
I'm like, box midair.
As you hear another voice, and it's an older female fleshy. I'm the boss because I'm your mother and you pay his salary. Therefore, I'm the boss.
Well, we have quite the conundrum then. Who's the boss? Who is the boss?
Each of them say in unison, I am. As they begin bickering amongst themselves, the three of them going back and forth in a more heated and more heated argument as they're slowly moving towards each other.
At this moment, I'm going to walk up and be like, you'll never believe it, but I figured out who's the boss. They're the one in the military tent over there. What are you doing with that box? And who are all these yelling individuals?
These two both say they are the boss.
She does too.
They seem to be engaging in a form of a ritualistic argument. I think we should let this play out and see who the winner is.
But that doesn't make sense. The one I found was conducting experiments to find out more information on our kind. Clearly, the military scientist should be the boss. He's this way.
Perhaps we should play it safe and take each of them.
Correct. Where's Pinky got to?
You just see him just like downing things. And he's
Beer after
fisting it.
beer after
beer
beer
after beer, as he has like an in, like it runs right through him because it does.
I was planning on taking
The boss
on.
has been found.
Yes, see, Pinky agrees with me. I have found the boss. Pinky, will you confirm with these fools that I have found the boss in the military tent?
This one gives orders.
I assume you're gesturing back at the bar.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Back at Cliff, yeah.
Don't
Wait.
know who to box. Bonaparte, what do I do? Because we said Bonaparte was leader, right?
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Bonaparte, as you are hearing your allies kind of going back and forth about who's the boss, each of them believe they have found the boss. But you're watching these three in front of you, moving closer to each other, arguing. You can hear their voices becoming more shrill, almost mechanical, slightly oscillated. You can see steam coming out of their ears. All of a sudden, the three of them stop. In unison, they speak. Boss protocol initiated. As they all fly into each other, and you can see that they begin separating. They were mechanical on the inside, transforming into one super large individual. And you look at them as their transformation completes. The male's face is present at the junction where the legs meet. The elder female Skinner's face is present in the middle of the chest. And then the blonde one who spoke first about paying your salary, her head is the primary head on the shoulders of this easily 12-foot Mecha Shiba style boss.
There's the boss.
This makes sense. Yes.
So, I say it's time for some initiative.
Right.
Now, someone who's Redskin City, remind me, what did I write down for the rules on how initiative works?
I think it's whoever starts the combat gets a turn, and then we go into the
popcorn.
picking. Yeah.
That very well could be. Let me double check, because I know that I changed it from Teenage Odyssey because I hate myself and never want to remember how to play my own games. Let's see. Let's go down to the combat section. Oh my gosh, who put so many abilities in here? So much. These are tests. Initiative.
Roll a
okay.
d20 and add your current agile stat.
Yeah, roll a d20, add your agile stat. Highest goes first. Yeah. Oh my gosh, I have made this overly complicated on myself. I would like to enlist one of you to track initiative for me. Who wants to do it? You can do it? All right. Let me also roll my initiative.
I'm going to start with my 35.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, you beat me out because I got a 28.
Anybody else beat a 28?
No.
I got 26 though.
That's good.
All right, and then Pinky on a 26.
Blown apart with the 19.
Blown apart with a 19.
Adam, you rolled a 1.
I rolled a 1, so I've got a 13.
13. All right. So it'd be me at top of round. Gertrude. Seeing the mecha boss, I'm gonna pull out my bone steak. Waste not, the item I've already prepped, and my hammer in the other hand.
Yeah.
We must remove its limbs to make it boxable. It's far too big to fit inside, unless you brought one for what they call a refrigerator.
I have a boxable box. It is $50,000.
Why didn't you use that to get us in? She stole one of my limited paper funds. Never mind. We should still remove the limbs to prevent it escaping.
It is the size of a house.
That's a good size box. Gertrude, I have a question. You've got your bone steak in one hand and you have your hammer in the other. Are you using these in unison?
I would like to, yes.
Then I'm going to count it as a two-handed weapon, which will be a D8.
But wait. I'm going to launch at the mecha boss and attempt to just drive the stake in at like the hip joint to take it off kilter.
And we're going to call this a called shot. So you're trying to take it off kilter. So with a called shot, it does require a roll before you do damage. So I would like you to go ahead and give me a strength test.
Inside my score, right?
At or under.
I failed. I would like to spend a luck point to re-roll.
Okay. Now, just so you're aware, even though you failed that test, you still get to do your damage. You just won't get the extra effect of going at the joints.
I'm gonna go again because I got a 15 strength, so I felt confident. I succeeded on the second one.
You bury this into the leg joint. You will impede its ability to move. Go ahead and give me that D8 for your damage.
Okay, and it's gonna be 8.
That is max damage, which means it explodes.
Oh boy!
Great opening salvo. That
11
is 11
in total
damage. That is amazing.
Mm-hmm.
All right. That means it is my turn. Give me a second here because I statted this thing out, but I have done forgot what tags I gave it. Oh, okay. That's fine. Everything's fine. Okay. So it is my turn, right?
Mm-hmm.
I cannot move. because you have staked my hip joint. Actually, let me do this. I gotta do math, god damn it. Okay. Yeah, I am just going to use that strange machine, a vacuum, as a one-handed club, and I am just going to hit you, Gertrude, because you have injured the boss.
Bring it, mech boss daddy.
I put 2 points of damage on you.
And
Don't
that goes to my
forget.
flesh points, right?
You've got damage reduction.
I was about to ask, does that only apply to my skelly form or my entirety?
You know what? I wasn't clear on that rule, so I'm just going to say entirety.
Yes.
Mm.
So it hits me and I just like, blah, blah, and then
Okay.
come right back to it.
Very cool. That's my turn. Who's up next?
Pinky.
Pinky.
Pinky's at the bar with these glasses and sees the fight starting,
Yeah.
looks at the glasses and goes, I know what to do in this situation, as they will get up and start running with these bar glasses and try to smash them into this giant mechanoid boss.
Yeah. Okay. Are you swinging both of them?
Sure.
D8.
All right. So I just roll a D8 for damage.
Yep. It is a
Ooh,
2.
2.
You gonna let that 2 ride?
Yeah, we'll let it ride.
Okay.
The glasses were empty.
Yeah.
They don't have as much heft as you would expect.
That's fair. The 2 doesn't seem to really do anything to it. Kind of like it resists that little bit of damage. All right. Is that Bonaparte? All right, man.
Bonaparte will brandish his bashing club, which is probably a rolling pin, and take a swing at the large boss in front of him.
Yeah.
Oof.
So, just so you're aware, if you're just swinging for damage, you don't need to roll to attack. You just roll your damage die.
Oh, okay. Great.
You only need to roll that D20 if you're trying to get some special effect tagged onto it.
Gotcha. Okay. Thank you. All right. So I do 1 point of damage with my rolling pin.
If you wanted to, you could spend a point of luck to turn that face 6 and it explodes.
Let's do that.
Okay, so you were now at a 6. Roll me another D6.
And it turns
What is
into a
it,
9.
All
Yeah.
right. As you hit this mecha boss with your rolling pin, go ahead and roll me another D6.
Okay.
As the head portion is knocked clean off of it, and the now blonde Skinner robot lady has separated, there are now 2 opponents, one composing of 2 individuals and one individual on their own.
Got it. Okay.
And they're just going to go on the same initiative still. All right. That was a good hit. And now,
Hugh.
Yeah.
Hugh is going to run up to the mechabot and going to try and take its box cutter and cut its wrist, hoping that there's some sort of
okay,
vital thing there. He doesn't understand.
Sure.
And he's trying to get it to drop the vacuum. He's going to put the vacuum in a box so he can't use it.
Oh, I like it. Absolutely. Okay. So here's what we're going to do. I say you're trying to make strength-based ones. Oh, I feel like this is a very quick kind of shot. So give me an agile test.
All right. And this is so I can box. So
this is so you can get them to drop the vacuum and then box it.
Okay. $16 is not enough. I would like to use the luck to re-roll that.
Go for it. That is enough. I'll tell you what. I want to call this all in one. You run up, you slash. Give me a D6 for your damage as the vacuum drops out of its hand into a box that you very precisely slid into place and then slam shut. So yeah, give me that D6 for your damage. That is 1 damage.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got what I needed.
You
done.
did get it to drop it, but it doesn't seem like that little cut did much to slow it down. That will put us at the top of the round.
Yeah.
So Gertrude, you're up again.
Right, back to Gertrude. I'm gonna break away from the double mecha
Yeah.
and go after the blonde, long-haired lady on her own. And using my chiropractic skill, I want to like try and lock her arm up and rotate the shoulder out of its socket if I can. And just
Okay.
like, "Wah-bah."
So seeing as... Okay, yes, absolutely yes. I'm just trying to figure out what damage die. I think it'll be a D4 on the damage die because that's what unarmed attacks do.
Mhm.
So go ahead, give me your skill test for that chiropractic. I think I would go with your choice, either smarts or strength.
I'll take strength.
Okay. That's a
Success.
fucking 1. That is a success. So give me that D4 for your damage.
Okay. And 4.
That
Does it explode?
explodes.
Heck yeah. So
Alright,
6 in
damage.
total.
Very
As I
good.
just want to like rotate that shoulder joint until it gives and just kabam!
Perfect. Okay. It is my turn. I have 2 individuals. So you have disabled one of Angela's arm and the other bot is... So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to say... Hugh, you were the last to attack the big one. It is going to slam at you with a fist. It does want to try and knock you prone with its big, heavy hand. So I will have to make a test to see if I'm able to do that. I do. You are going to be knocked prone, and this is an unarmed melee attack. But I'll tell you what. I want to see this happen. I am going to use one of my luck points to turn that into a 4
Mhm.
and deal you 6 damage.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
As you are knocked on your butt, all of a sudden,
Skinner Moon.
yeah, there is a hissing noise. There's a few spurts of blood. Then all of a sudden, just boom, as all of you are now just covered in gore. The other people in this area, the other people in the other sets, holy shit, it's a skeleton! Quick, get the guards! And they all scatter in fear. As Hugh, your skin suit has been destroyed. You are now left in all of your skeletal glory, and you now have access to your skeletal ability. But it means you have lost access to your boxer ability. And so that was the big one. The little one, she is going to take a swing at you, Gertrude. And it is just going to be another unarmed attack. 2
Darn
damage.
right, she's unarmed. That bounces off of my rubbery skin.
You know what? I don't like that. I'm going to explode that for another point of luck.
Oh, wow.
Enemies have luck. Not much. So that will be... Shit, that's 7.
Yeah, but I have DR2, so it's only 5. I still got 1 flesh point left.
Now, did you take your
Nice.
1 flesh point earlier when you broke your bone to get a weapon?
I did not. Thank you for reminding me. I will also rupture then.
As the second one, boom, 2 of you are fully revealed as skeletal infiltrators. That is my turn. Who's next?
Pinky.
Okay. So Pinky, being an actor and
Yeah.
knows that the fleshies have a weakness with their optical
Yeah.
area
yeah.
where they have a reliance on that. So
Yeah.
what he's going to do is pull out his fanny pack makeup kit
Oh, yeah.
and pull out what they would call the mascara
Oh, I like
and
it.
attempt to jam it into their eyes to
I like
blind
it.
them.
I like it. So you will give me a test to see if you can jam it in their eyes. And this is, despite just being a makeup one, still a one-handed melee weapon. So it'll be D6 damage. And which one are you attacking?
I think Angela was closest to me.
Sure. Okay. Is that clear?
Yeah, 8 is a success.
You gouge out one of Angela's eyes with a mascara wand, dealing her how much damage?
You said it was a D4?
D6, one-handed melee
D6.
weapon.
All right.
5
5.
damage. Okay. Angela doesn't seem to have the same kind of protection. Let's see. I gotta do math. Hang on a second. I don't like math. Oh shit. Okay. Angela is now out of her hit points, we'll say, and down into her body score now. And goddamn blinded. So to represent that blinded, I think what I'm gonna do is any future attacks, I'll just roll damage twice and have to take the lower.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah. All right. Who's up next?
Bonaparte.
Bonaparte will continue attacking the larger mech to bring it down.
I like it.
That's D6. I'll take that 4.
4. 4 is good. You do
Yeah.
some damage, does make it through. This one definitely still has that damage reduction. All right. And then I believe it is our newly skeletalized friend, Hugh.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Moving much like one of the skeletons from Jason and the Argonauts, I'm like rushing towards the rushing towards the double mech as I get face to face with it, and you hear this tinkling sound as my eye mirror bursts open, and I'm going to spend both luck points I have
2
left.
points of luck. That is 2d6 damage. This damage does still explode.
2 4s. I do 8 damage to it.
8 damage. And this is special psychic damage. Tell you what, I'm going to let this bypass that damage reduction. I got to do math again. Okay, they are both now into their body stats.
That puts it right back at the top for me.
Right back.
I'm going to spin in a short circle to build up momentum and then smash Blondie upside the head with my mallet.
I like it.
I want to try and knock her down with the force of the hit.
Absolutely. You'll give me a strength test.
Okay. Fail. I'll spend a luck and reroll. I'm just going to keep burning luck till I get it.
I just
Success.
realized
15.
What did you realize, Adam?
I was prone.
It's fine. Well, I don't
Okay.
count movement a lot. If they would have attacked you, I would have given them some bonus.
Okay.
Yeah, it's fine.
So that'll
It's
be a
mainly-
success.
Minor inconvenience, but that is a success. Sorry for cutting you off, Tag.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
That
Success on a
fucking
15.
explodes.
Exploding D6. Exploding D6 again.
We're at 12.
17 points of damage.
Doesn't matter that you knock them prone. You overcome their little bit of damage reduction, and you deal a plethora of additional damage as you destroy this large double mech. As the two heads, as they slowly fade off. But I'm the boss. But I'm the boss. That is your turn.
Mm-hmm. I think it's just the one individual left.
It is. Yeah. She is up. Oh, God, I really don't have a lot of... Okay. I'll tell you what. Skeletons, I think, are always a high priority because you two are your enemies.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to roll a d4 here. 1 to 2, it's going to be Gertrude. 3 to 4, it's going to be Hugh. Gertrude, she runs up. She still only has one arm. And she is just going to try and punch you in the face as hard as she can. It's not a lot of damage.
You got to roll twice, right?
I do. You are correct. That is a good...
I mean, you can't get lower
You
than
can't get
one.
lower than
Can't
a
get
1.
lower than a
Yeah,
1.
so I'll
but
take the 1, and then my DR kicks in, and that does nothing to me.
does
She
nothing.
hits
And
me,
I'll
and I
tell
just
you
like,
what. I like it. When because I forget everything. So I'll tell you what, everyone, take a point of luck for Nick helping me out.
Good job,
Hey.
Nick.
Thanks, Nick.
Anytime.
All
Thanks,
right.
Nick.
That is my turn. I believe it's
Pinky.
Pinky.
All right. So with my makeup kit out, what I'm going to do is try to make myself look like Cliff,
Oh yeah,
because we'll still need to extract.
you will.
And so
Yeah,
if I disguise myself like one of the others, I can
Yeah.
blend into the crowd better.
you get an advantage on convince tests for that, right?
I do.
Let's go ahead and get that test.
All right.
First roll's a 15. Second roll's a
Okay.
10. How is that?
So I need a 6 for convince, right? Because that's my.
Yeah. Do you want to spend a point of luck to re-roll?
Yeah, I'll spend a luck to re-roll. See if
Okay.
I can get that.
Yeah.
Do I re-roll both of them?
Yeah, you'll re-roll both of them.
Okay, well, let's just do 2 at the same time.
Oh, I saw the
16
one
and
hovering.
19. You
No.
go to make yourself look like Cliff, and somehow you screwed up and you made yourself look like that crying vampire. Your face is just entirely
Oh.
gray.
Mm.
Yeah, it doesn't work out. All
Well,
right.
I tried.
You tried. I believe it is Bonaparte's turn.
So all the combatants are gone, right?
No, there is Angela. She remains. She's got a broken arm. She appears to be the boss right now because the rest have been slain.
Okay. Well, I will finish the deed then. Eliminate the threat.
Yeah.
And I rolled 4 that time.
That is 4 points of damage. She, once again, doesn't have that damage reduction. So that does a good amount of damage. Doesn't take her down, though.
You.
All right. Hugh, what do you do?
I just try and finish the job by taking my box cutter and going towards the neck.
Sure, absolutely. Called shot. I'll tell you what, if you make this called shot, since you're going for the neck, I'll let you upgrade that damage die by a step.
Okay. So what test?
I'll tell you what, give me a strength test.
Nope.
Nope. Okay, you still get to do your damage. Your damage is still a D6.
3.
3 points damage. It's not going to drop her. Do you got any luck left?
I do.
If you spend
I'm
a
going
point of
to
luck
explode
here,
it.
you are guaranteed to drop her.
Run on that 0 luck, baby.
Yeah.
I just wanted to roll it.
You're at 12 right now. Go ahead and roll again.
I'm at 18.
You're at 18 right now. Go ahead and roll again. Fucking Christ, you're at
24.
24 right now. Go ahead and roll again.
Oh my
The
god.
humidity.
Are you goddamn 26 damage. As with your little box cutter, you underestimate the cutting force of a fresh blade, and you just completely and utterly just cut her head clean off.
I'm then going to look around and realize that both Gertrude and I are exposed.
Yeah.
I'm going to say, we should put the pieces on us. We will look more like a human.
Uh-oh. Nick dropped. Nick, where did
Perhaps.
you go? Give me a second here. I'm going to switch over to this. Okay. People can still see us. We don't have the fancy overlay, but that's fine. Okay, continue.
Perhaps we will be more human than human.
Oh.
As I will start trying to put pieces of,
Give me a convince test.
pieces of the robots on us to.
I will also try and dress myself in pieces of robot.
Another convince test.
I succeed. Oh wait, I rolled the wrong die.
You did roll the
Oops.
wrong die.
I succeed, and I say they are made of metal. They should
I-
protect us too.
I still succeed. Yes. double
Okay,
X.
you each get DR2, and you are now dressed as parts of the cast members of Who's the Boss. I will tell you what, we are approaching time. You all have completed your mission, maybe more so than what was intended. You were sent to answer the question, who is the boss? And instead, you have found and slain the boss of Skin City. you are sure that the city will now be in pandemonium without their leader. And that is where we will wrap our session.
Yay.
Good job, everyone.
Huzzah.
Good job.
Yeah.
Ruin
All right.
that stupid Skinners.
Yeah. Those of you still watching this, thank you for hanging out with us. Nick has run away. But Skin City launches on Kickstarter October 1st. And if you're watching this in the distant future, curious about Skin City, if you go to our Drive-Thru RPG page, you can buy it there. Or you can buy any of our other games. Right now, at the time of recording, it's Teenage Odyssey. But in the future, there will be more. Anything else we need to say?
Not that I know of. Just I'm back to Kickstarter. If it looks like it's already fulfilled, hopefully I've changed the button to the Kickstarter to point it to Drive-Thru RPG in time.
Yeah, so you can
I
buy
just
it.
learned how to do that with Teenage Odyssey.
Sure did. All right. Well, anyway, until we see you next time, dip, potato chip, we're out. Deuces.